So right now I'm standing in front of Mesa Police Department, and you may have known that recently the Chief of Police, Ramon Batista, he basically went on the news indicating that he wants to reach out to the community. He wants to build a bridge of trust between the people and the police department. Now that's been our mission, to build a bridge of trust between the police and the community. We understand that the people that live out in these communities, a lot of them are illegal immigrants, and they're afraid of the police because of SB 1070 and the laws that kind of cause the police to kind of ID the individual that they're getting information from. So even if a crime affects an individual immigrant, illegal immigrant, they've been affected by some kind of a crime, they'll be afraid to reach out to the police and report it because they're illegal. So to avoid any issues, we try to become the bridge between the police and the community and try to assist the community and the illegal immigrants by addressing any crime issues, getting information from them based about a crime that they won't want to give the police. They can give it to us, and then we in turn give it to the police so that the police can have the information they need to solve the crime. So right now, like I said, we're here in Mesa PD. We were trying to reach out to the police chief ourselves. We couldn't locate anything on the internet as far as an email or a number. But as far as coming here, I was able to obtain that information so that I can reach out to the secretary of the chief and then try to have a sit down so that we in God's Army, who are prior military and law enforcement, can assist the police departments in building that bridge of trust with the community and getting out on the streets. As you know, we glorify Jesus over all things. We preach the gospel.
So around 3-4 months ago, I was wrongfully arrested for disorderly conduct of fighting. Because in that process of me being arrested, as you see, I have one arm, and I let them know, like, first of all, why are you forcing me to sit down? And I told you I was already going to sit down. In the video, you can see him coming up and grabbing my arm and telling me you need to have a seat. I was like, but I'm already about to sit down. You're going to make me unbalanced, and if I fall, whose fault is that going to be? You paid for them.
Oh, so you put in a public request through the police department. They gave you copies of these CDs. Okay.
Yes.
Now, you saw us out here, God's Army. What do you think about God's Army being out here patrolling the streets and the mission?
I love it because it's like this separates you from the person that we're so-called afraid of, because who knows what could happen. Like that night, if you were there, you could have been like, look, sir, I watched the whole thing, or I saw it, or I came in and she was not the aggressor.
Right.
So
here's my story. I don't like the way that the police is treating me, mistaking me for an individual that they're looking for. It just drives me nuts.
So you're saying that they constantly stop you because they say that you fit a description of somebody?
Yes.
Oh, how many times does that happen?
More like 12.
12 times? All right. So what do you think about God's Army, like the gentleman behind you? He's out here. They're trying to build a bridge of trust between the community and the police departments. Is that a good thing?
Well, I'm a spiritual guy, I go to church. I think that God's Army is doing what they should be doing.
What I think the God's Army is doing, when I first seen these guys, I was kind of taken aback, and I talked to one of them. I think it's a really good idea. The police, they can only go so far. Some of them, in these days of time, are pretty abusive, and there's no trust with the community and the police. And it's not only a fight that's being fought with the people we see, but the things that's not seeing, and for somebody like God's Army to come through and maybe help spread the word, help heal someone. It's the spiritual battle part. Police can only go so far, and the enemy is using them too. You know, I mean, you go out and purchase money for a hoodie and you get killed for wearing it.
Yeah, not
You know, I
everybody
mean,
in our
it's
group does that.
horrible.
Not everybody
It's
in our
horrible.
group carries
But then if
it.
you get someone who's dressed, because I thought these guys is police, you get someone who's dressed like police and come up, and then you hear these guys talk, and you hear the things that they say, you know, it gives you a sense of comfort when you see the uniform. Because after a while, I got a sense of comfort after talking to these guys. I mean, like I said, from the distance, they look like officers. And then when I read the shirts and everything like that, I said, okay, this is something different. So I do believe that it will create a bridge between the community and the police. And I believe that the police should get involved somehow with what these guys are doing. Maybe give some type of awareness to the community, you know, not just shaking them up or shaking them down or anything like that. You know, I understand you got to do your job. But also, a lot of these guys are out here because they're hungry. And doors has been shut in their face because they have made a mistake in their lives and nobody wants to hire anybody with a felony or anything like that. These guys are hungry. They don't want to hurt nobody, but push come to shove, that's what ends up happening. We need guys like this, God's Army. I mean, I think about every day what it is that I can do to get back to my Creator, because I'm a graduate of a Bible college. I have a diploma and everything. Very diverse in the Bible, and my eyes are wide open with the worldly events and what things are going on. And like I was just talking to one of the brothers about, is that I'm trying to find my way back, because the last 8 years, my service has been to people, no matter black, white, Mexicans, it doesn't matter. That's where I've been.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Odell.
Odell.
I know it is. The way God wants it. This is the way God wants it. Okay? This is the way we're supposed to fellowship. Okay? It's not about us singing a stand. It's not about a division, wall of division. It's about us building friendships in the name of Jesus. Because Jesus is the He's love. And I love you guys. Even though you're good, I love you. You don't even know me. Okay? That's because that's the way we're supposed to treat each other with love. Because Jesus said, if you feed somebody that's hungry, you fed them. If you went to visit somebody that was in prison, you went to visit them. If you went to visit someone that was sick, you came to visit me. And that's what I'm doing. We're Jesus. Why? We're all Jesus. We're all part of it. He's the Son of God. God created us all. We're all God's children. Alright? So I pray in the name of Jesus that God bless you guys wherever you go and wherever you are. God put us in this situation, put us together because He wants us to share fellowship time together. You'll always remember this time, okay? We have